Like, right, at first you want to, like, what's Scott Service doing bringing Robbie Ray into that game? It's your first initial. But then I thought Scott Service handled this post-game press conference just beautifully. We'll be back. We knew we were going to get punched in the face. We had discussed Robbie Ray coming into a situation like that. My only thing is, and I'm going to take you through it, had he walked Yordan Alvarez, he still got Alex Bregman with the bases loaded. And I think it's so easy for us to be, on the flip side, as it ends, to question the move. But did Paul Sewald, is he Mariano Rivera? In my opinion, no, obviously not. He wasn't great in the Toronto series. He wasn't great yesterday. So to sit there and just question the move back and forth, I get it from both sides. I'm going to question the pitch selection more than anything else. But let's give Yordan Alvarez some run to be able to quiet the moment consistently. You remember in Boston in the postseason, he turned Chris Sale into a BP pitcher, taking him bridge all day long. Pause this real quick. Bring up his numbers. This is top 3 hitters in the entire sport. Okay? Highest weighted runs created plus since 2019. You got the best in the world in Mike Trout, the best this year in Aaron Judge, and then you got Yordan Alvarez. So to be able to quiet that moment down time and time again just speaks to the greatness of the player, because not everyone's able to do that. There is a select few, and you're looking at the list right here of 6 names that are able to constantly do that on a nightly basis. So I want to tip my hat to Yordan. But I want to dive in real quick and bring up their lineup last night. After we look at his run these first 2 ABs, okay? Logan Gilbert, first 2 ABs, 96 up in the zone. Now I'm going to roll a curveball. He missed that. That's a pop-up to left field for most people. He is so quiet and so strong that he is able to consistently drive the ball. And there's some quirks in Minute Maid, right? The Crawford boxes. But if he doesn't give you David Ortiz vibes every time he steps to the plate, then I don't know, because that's exactly who he looks like. He looks like a more athletic David Ortiz in the box. Very similar. Munoz is throwing a bucko 1 2-seamer coming back. After a slider, he's able 0-2 to slow the moment down, 94 cement mixer, and kind of down and in, and he just drops the barrel like David Ortiz did time and time again in big moments in the postseason. So pause this, bring up their lineup. Jose Altuve, one of the best leadoff hitters in the game, right? But this is the beauty of their lineup. This lineup only works if this guy's able to handle the moment, in my opinion. Jeremy Pena, because if you were going to really run this out, you want protection for Yordan, and you get it with Alex Bregman, but you don't want back-to-back lefties with Yordan and Kyle Tucker. If he's not swinging the bat or can't handle the moment, then you got to move Bregman into the 2 slot, and you don't have great coverage behind Yordan Alvarez. You got back-to-back lefties, and Yuli hadn't played well all year until yesterday. So pull out the at-bat of Jeremy Pena, because this guy took over for Carlos Correa. He hit the same amount of homers in the regular season as Correa hit. And for him to slow it down in this moment, 0-2, and to throw out this bullet up the middle on a slider that swept across the entire plate was such a good AB, because now what do? Right? You got the tying run on base, you got Yordan Alvarez in the box, and you bring in Robbie Ray, something you discussed. And it's a situation for me where you're sitting here going, right after this pitch, run that back. I want you to watch the balance and the swing of Yordan Alvarez after this pitch. He's completely all over that. Now, you got to get off that pitch. I mean, you can't throw anything else but this. You can't do that. And I get it. The numbers say Yordan does struggle on heater down if he struggles on anything, but that is middle to one of the best hitters in the game. But it comes down to lineup construction as well, because if they throw him 4 sliders and he doesn't fish at any of them, then you got Bregman with the bases loaded. And I don't think Robbie Ray's getting him out in that situation. So just an awesome moment. I think everyone just quick to kill Scott Service. I'm bringing Robbie Ray in. You run into tough spots, and I watch it time and time again when you have these so-called high leverage guys. Munoz is this high leverage guy. Dave Roberts, Evan Phillips is this high leverage guy. And if you're gonna go for it in those 6th and 7th and early 8th innings, you leave yourself exposed. Paul Sewald is a great relief pitcher. But like I said, he's not Mariano Rivera. So I don't think it's like a Lock Johnson. Yesterday, Zach Eflin, not Lock Johnson. He's just going to go in there and dominate in the 9th inning. So I can understand Scott Service wanting to make the move to Robbie Ray.
Yeah.
You just ran into an absolute killer in Yordan Alvarez.